Hello guys, in today's video we are going to see what is passion and how to convert our passion into executionable plan and what entrepreneurs around the world says about it. Now let's see what is passion. Passion is the high intensity feel which we have when we are expressing our political views or expressing views about the current political scenario. We have some energy inside us, right? This energy will be there inside our body even when we are talking about something which we want to achieve in our life and where we want to see ourselves in the long run. So this energy will be there inside our body. We will be expressing with emotions and we will be able to see the same energy when we are expressing disappointment or frustration about something which we are unable to change in our life. So we basically need to recognize our passion, especially positive passion, so that we can convert it into actionable plan to make it live in our life. Now we see what entrepreneurs around the world says about it and how to make it live, changing it into actionable plan. The most important thing we need to consider when it comes to channelizing our passion is self-discipline, because when we have a passion in our mind, when we have an idea in our mind, and we have to come out with an action plan, what we are going to do, how we are going to achieve. So for that we need to dedicate our time and effort. Simply thinking about all the time, feeling about all the time is going to do no good for us, right? So we have to have some self discipline. So with that self discipline we have to come out with the action plan. Once action plan is in place, it's not like everything is over. Then also we have to follow that action plan religiously so that we will progress towards where we want to. Okay, now you have identified your passion and what you want to do and what you want to achieve. But it is very high level, right? But what you want to do, how you want to do, how we are going to achieve it, we don't know. So that's where preparing a plan comes in the picture. We need to have a clear cut plan. Even though it's not a clear cut plan, at least we need to have a high level plan. So once we jot down, once we write down the high level plan in a notebook or in a system using some maybe Microsoft Word or Excel file, once you are able to come out with the plan, okay, you begin with the plan, you begin acting on the plan. So after that maybe you will you will be able to refine the plan, you will be able to enrich the plan with more information, because once you begin, actually you will be able to get more information. Simply looking at the plan, simply looking at the your passion is not going to help you. So you have to get involved in it, you have to dive into it, you have to act on it. When you act on it, when you get involved in it, because you are experiencing what you want to achieve, you are working towards it. When you work towards it, you will learn more. That learning will enrich your plan with more information. Maybe you can come up with more detailed plan as time progresses, because when you have more information you can come up with more detailed plan. When you have higher level information, when you don't have information, then you can come out with some high level plan only, right? So that's why it's better to come out with a plan to begin, because without plan it's like we don't have direction how to begin our work. So come out with the plan, write down your plan, start acting on it rather waiting for the right time, because there is no right time. So always there will be some problem, so we cannot procrastinating, postponing, right? So when you want to achieve, if you are determined to achieve, obviously you should act on it. So come out with the plan, follow your plan, enrich your plan with more information. As you get more information, as you experience new things, learn and implement it, refine it and work towards your goal. What entrepreneurs basically suggest is you have to build incremental moves, because we are going to follow our passion, we have our action plan and we want to become an entrepreneur, we want to enjoy and taste the success. So when we have action plan in place, we have to build it incrementally. In next 2 days what we are going to achieve, in next 4 days what we need to achieve. So likewise, if you have incremental action plan and you are working towards next 2 days goal, and if you are able to achieve it, it will give you some energy, it will build the momentum actually, such that it will you towards achieving the goal. It will direct you towards tasting the success, ultimately reaching the destination. Another thing you need to have is resilience, because it's not going to be a cakewalk anytime, because we are walking towards and we are climbing towards something big, something bigger. We want to see ourselves in a bigger position than where we are now. So obviously it's not going to be a cakewalk. Sometimes there wouldn't be any progress also, sometimes there would be issues. So you have to withstand all those. You should not give up actually. So you have to build resilient, so that you withstand all those problems and fight back, find the root cause, address the issues, and make the progress. Ultimately, when you taste the success, you will think about all those issues you underwent to taste the success you got actually. The one important thing you need to consider when it comes to creating a plan is the plan and the goal should be realistic. The plan is okay, it is going to be incremental, but the goal you need to look at it whether the goal is realistic or not. If the goal is not realistic and the goal is crazy, like you have to achieve a big chunk of task in the next 2 days, but you need to have the required manpower or required things to accomplish that, right? If you don't have the required manpower to accomplish that task, then how? That itself is a big question in front of you, right? So your plan and the goal of the plan should be realistic actually. So when the plan is realistic, when the goal is realistic, when you are making incremental progress, let's say you have accomplished one step, accomplished the first goal, then you are one step closer to the success, closer to what you want to achieve, right? That will give you more energy actually. Okay, now we have come out with an incremental plan with a realistic goal. Now what we have to do is we need to think about the potential worst case scenarios. The most common, right, of all future entrepreneurs is they have a few positive future outlook, but in reality anything can happen. So there can be worst case scenario also. We need to think about it. We need to spend time thinking about it, so that we will remain grounded, we will be prepared for it, so that when there is such a scenario in real time, when we are running our business or when we are working towards our passion, we can face it without fear, because we are already prepared, right? So we can face the situation, so that we can turn our passion into successful business in our life. So the next thing you need to consider when it comes to acting on the plan is you can have expectations, but you should not be too much fixated with the expectations. You should be able to let go of expectations, because you are going to follow on as per the plan, act as per the incremental plan which is defined. So but when you are following the plan, in some cases yes, we are able to meet our expectations, in some cases we are not able to. So in that case you should be able to accept it. And another thing is you should not be afraid to fail. What people would think, what society would think if you fail, what would happen? Nothing would happen. Always failure is the stepping stone for success, right? Failure is the period. If you clearly think, you will learn so many things actually. Failure, that's why people say that the proverb itself is there, that failure is the stepping stone for success. So that is the crucial period in everybody's life. We learn so many things actually. So don't be afraid to fail. The first thing entrepreneurs say about execution is because we basically have actionable plan in place now, so we are executing it. We have to be consistent in what we are doing. Unless we are consistent and we lose the energy somewhere, we lose the spirit, so we will not be reaching the destination where we want to. Because when we are making the progress, we are learning things. It's not like we can build a palace in a single day, right? It will take time. We have to understand that. We have to stay confident, we have to be consistent in doing what we are doing actually. So over the period of time, when we are progressing, when we are consistent, we will learn new things. That new learning will help us progress faster than before actually in our life. The next thing you should do is measure your progress, measure your result. Maybe you can compare the last quarter and the current quarter performance progress also. So that you would know whether the current quarter is performing better than last quarter or was slower than last quarter. So if it is slower, if the performance is slower than the last quarter, then you can analyze, do some research to find out the reason why the performance is slower than the last quarter. What is the reason? That will give you more insights, more information actually. So likewise, you need to measure the results, you need to analyze the result, you need to compare the results periodically so that it will give you more information to grow your business in the long run. The next thing is find people who share the same passion, because when it comes to the passion and the business, as per the plan we are proceeding, everything, when we are able to find somebody who is sharing the same passion and who is acting towards the similar or same goal, we can share information with each other, right? That will enrich both of us. What you learned in your career journey, in your entrepreneurship journey, what he has learned, you can exchange information, so that will give you some insight, so better enlightenment actually. So it will really help you. So if you are able to find somebody who has the same passion, do it, and try to find also if you don't have at this moment. Okay guys, so far in this video we have seen what is passion, how to channelize our passion into execution, and various tips given by the entrepreneurs. So if you have passion in your life, if you think, if you feel that you want to become something, act on it. Don't wait for it. Don't be afraid to fail. Come out with a clear cut plan, okay, with realistic goal, so that and measure the goal. So all those things, whatever I suggested, please implement in your life and see yourself where you want to become, what you want to become in the future. And comment below if you have any other tips or techniques we need to use when it comes to channelizing our passion into execution. Feel free to comment below. Stay tuned for the next most useful video. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned.